Hello, my dudes, and welcome back to I am currently dying a slow and painful death. But aren't we all? I'm unwell. I am definitely struggling in a lot of ways. This episode, I'll give you a quick little fucking recap because I would really prefer to not go into it. Of my weekend. I think I mentioned last week that I was going to Vegas and that there would probably be a podcast episode with my best friend Courtney. That would have happened had we stuck to the original plan, which we couldn't because of weather. So Courtney flew in to LA on Friday night. I picked her up from the airport. It was like 9 o'clock or something. The original plan was to fly to Vegas on Saturday, be there Saturday night, and then come back Sunday. However, for whatever reason, Vegas has been having like these crazy storms recently, and not just Vegas, like I guess other places too that are like in the flight path. I don't fucking know. I'm not a pilot, but a lot of flights were getting canceled, and so we realized that if we wanted to get to Vegas on Saturday, we were going to have to either drive or Uber. Now, I am no stranger to that. I've never Ubered from LA to Vegas, but I have taken a Lyft from Vegas back to LA earlier this year in January, and it was fucking miserable. I mean, kind of had no option. We already had drank a little bit, so I was like, well, I'm not driving. So around 11, I want to say 11 on Friday, we got in a Lyft, 4.5 hour Lyft, got to Vegas. Well, we met up with people that we were going to be there with. We immediately went and gambled. And then didn't really sleep that night. Definitely didn't sleep the next night. We're just going to skip through Vegas because all that matters is that I was there. There was no sleep happening, and the repercussions of that trip. It is currently Tuesday. I got back on Sunday and I'm still unwell. However, I think I'd be fine if it weren't for the fact that I spent all of yesterday in the hospital, all of Sunday night, overnight, and most of Sunday. You could say I'm a little bit unwell. Yeah. The hospital thing, that's just sort of a part of my life. I had some ovarian cysts rupture, and then I had complications. And so, I'm just glad to be in my home, sitting on my chair and not laying on a very uncomfortable gurney. So I'm a little fucking out of it today. I did sleep last night, but I genuinely feel like I need, realistically, probably like 23 years of sleep. But I feel like nothing can really revive me at this moment. So there's that. And then also I went to go start, doing this podcast a few hours ago. Opened my laptop and what do you know? I had the black screen of death. I was like, no, you're joking. You are joking me. The amount of MacBooks that I have purchased is dumb. It's so dumb. So I took it to the Apple store. I kind of already knew. They were like, yeah, we don't know. So I'm using my friend's laptop because I'm dedicated to you. I had to wait till today to do this podcast, obviously, because I was in the hospital yesterday. But I think even if I wasn't and I had tried to do this yesterday, it would have been even more of a shit show. I'm probably going to seem a little bit like a zombie, but that's fine. We're going to rely heavily on the phone booth today because honestly I don't think I've used that in the past couple of weeks. So why not? Also, I asked on my Instagram? No, I asked on the podcast Instagram for you guys to write in your advice. No, that's not correct. Write in your questions that you want advice on or your situations so that we could do some of those, because what's actually happening is I'm getting a phone number set up to where you'll be able to call in and leave a voice message. And then, because this is motherfucking Tangent Telephone, it kind of only makes sense to have a segment where I listen to the voicemails, give advice. Maybe some weeks I'll be call in and, it'll be more topical. You will be able to call it at any time. Someone will be going through them, obviously, so that I don't just play something super fucking out of pocket and upload it. But yeah, you'll be able to call in at any time to that. It's not set up yet, so don't call me. Not that you could, because you don't know the phone number. But for now, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, and that's not true because Instagram is definitely less old-fashioned than leaving a voicemail, but we're gonna do it that way today. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I would like to catch you up on, but there's really not. I mean, there's a lot that I could catch you up on, but I would rather just be a voice today, and I would rather just be... I almost just said I would rather just be a throat. I'd rather just be a voice, and all I know is fine dining and breathing, and I don't even have a life that I could talk about because I don't want to. I feel as though I've lost some brain cells. I also did get a concussion in between the last episode and this episode. It's also not anything new. Mercury in retrograde is really retrograding. because especially with the broken laptop situation, every time I have a MacBook die on me, it's always during retrograde. So I will take that up with the universe, not you. I'm giving Paula Abdul today. I don't know why. She's not platinum blonde. It's just something. Is it Paula Abdul that I'm thinking of? I don't know. I'm reminding myself of someone, but I don't know who. I'm wearing just like black Lulus and a Sports Illustrated sweatshirt and a black headband, and I'm reminding myself of someone. It's not Kelly Kapowski. It's not DJ Tanner. You know who it is? I think it is, but she's also not blonde. Okay, I don't really know. I was gonna say Aunt Becky from Full House. I'm giving someone from like the late 80s. Bob Ross? No. Ugh. Rip. I think he actually died before I was born, which is so weird. Speaking of people that died before I was born, I currently have a it's a good segue. I currently have a piece of artwork that hopefully will be here soon. And it's of James Dean. And it's like my favorite pic of him. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I have a lot of space in here. There's so much that I want to say right now, but I'm going to save that for my therapist. I don't actually currently have a therapist. In fact, I have not had one since I moved to LA, which was over 6 years ago, which is weird. You would think moving to LA would be the time that I would have a therapist. I do want to get one, especially now that like during COVID when I had to see my psych over Zoom. I hated that. Like I don't like that. Especially getting to know a new therapist. It can be a super, super draining process. And I think that's what has me putting it off for so long. It's kind of like when I don't write in my journal for a long time, it just gets harder and harder to write in it because it just seems like such a big feat that I have to overcome. It's kind of the same thing with the therapist, only like it's your whole life that you feel like you have to catch them up on, and you also have to like find the right fit. And even as someone who's like very familiar with being in that field, it's still so hard being on the other side of it, finding like the right fit. I really want to find someone that I vibe with, probably like now, because the other thing is like when I've been in like crisis over the past few years, like that's not really the time to like get started with a new therapist. So I should probably do it now. I don't know why I just started talking about therapists, but I am so exhausted, you guys. I really thought like, oh, I'm gonna get 7 hours of sleep last night, which is a lot for me. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna be good. I'm still just like so fucking exhausted. I was also sliced open yesterday, so I think I'm allowed to be, but I don't want to be. I feel like God fucked up when he gave me like a chronic illness because I've always been like just such like a energy bunny and just like a go person. So it's really frustrating to me that I can't always be like that. I'm really getting back on my OnlyFans grind this week, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already. That is going to be my priority this week. And honestly, I haven't said that sentence in a very long time. It truthfully has not been a priority for a very long time, but it actually has to be now because I would like to keep my lights on. Okay, I'm going to grab this phone booth. You know how I think like the first episode I was like, this is just a temporary phone booth, like I want to get like a real one, but I'm having a hard time finding one that's not either giant or like a tiny ornament. I'm kind of thinking no, because like most episodes I don't even have time to get into this. I feel as though it makes more sense to have this like cardboard box that I painted pink. Oh no, my pillow fell over. I would love for the vibe to be that I'm inside of a phone booth, like a big phone booth. That was kind of the original plan, is to make it look like I was inside a phone booth. I also wanted to have my mic look like the phone that's on the cord that I used to always have, and just have it look like I'm literally in a phone booth talking to someone. But I don't know, that also doesn't really make sense. Like, yes, the name is Tangent Telephone, but the reason it's called Tangent Telephone is because of the game Telephone. It really has nothing to do with a motherfucking phone or a phone booth. I'm going to stop speaking and I'm going to take this little brainstorming session with me on my journey after I finish this podcast, and I'm going to do it alone because you can't respond to me right now. Also, as far as guests go on this podcast, at the beginning I wanted to have some, not every week, but I did want to have guests. I'm starting to think like if I do have them, it'll be like super rare. The thing is, like, most people that have podcasts really rely on either interviewing someone or having another co-host. But I think where I really shine is the fact that I can fucking talk by myself. I don't need someone to like bounce off of and put ideas in my head and respond to and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I could actually sit down and just speak for 24 hours straight and like not run out of things to talk about. I don't know. If I were to do a guest-based podcast, I don't love that. Pretty soon, there's going to be a second podcast that I'll be doing, and it will have a co-host. Guests, it's just like, especially when it's like all the same celebrities, influencers, like no one relates to you. I'm sorry. I mean, some people do, sure, but that's just not what I want this to be. Okay. Dream threesome, Rhett and Link. Next. That's not a joke, by the way. Truly, the only dream threesome that I have is Rhett and Link, and I'm not joking. And any other threesome I've had, or any other, sex that I have wanted to have, for the most part, I have. I didn't even need to think about that one, though. I saw dream threesome, immediately thought Rhett and Link. We could even film it, guys. If you're watching, we can film it. We can sell it. We can title it Good Mythical Morning Wood. I'm so sorry for that. Today we ask the age-old question, will it threesome? Let's fuck about that. I say some out-of-pocket shit, but for some reason, saying that, I feel like I'm waiting to get, struck by lightning or to just catch on fire. Next, read the most recent 10 YouTube comments made on my channel. Okay, I'm gonna need this laptop. Oh, hopefully I can log in to YouTube on your laptop. What was it? List 10 most recent on my channel? Oh, okay. I was just gonna go to my last video, but I'm gonna go to my YouTube studio and go to channel comments. Okay, most recent is on my video, I'm retiring from... Most recent is on my video, I'm retiring from OnlyFans. I think this was April 19th, 2022. And the comment says, he sounds like a narcissist. This was such a crazy thing. And I haven't looked at these comments in a long time, but it is really crazy that I was about to just... Anyway, we're just reading comments. Okay, he sounds like a narcissist. On my video titled, My Mom Caught Me Doing This. This is an old one. It's from February 15th, 2019, 4.5 years ago. Okay, this is creepy. This video has 66,666 views as I speak right now. A little terrifying. The comment says, in all caps, why are you in your bra? And then a crying face and then a shocked face. Okay, next on my video titled, Talking About What Really Happened. This is a more recent one for sure. Yeah, May 12th, 2023. The person that commented this, his username is Donald Biden. I'm confused. Your ex sounds like an epic loser. Should have passed out his Christmas gifts at the homeless shelter where they would be appreciated. Sorry for your loss, but you're still a mom. As well as the hottest MILF on earth. Next, this was on my recent vlog, Whatever Baby Wants, Baby Gets. Wow, was that really last weekend? Last weekend in Vegas. Whatever Baby Wants, Baby Gets. This comment, oh my gosh. I would love to skip this and just pretend like it didn't happen, but I am for the people, and so we're not going to skip then. We're doing the most 10 recent comments. Person said, aren't you dating Jeff Wittick, or did I miss the breakup? No, and no. Girl, I connect with you so much on so many levels in this video. Thank you for posting and making me feel not so alone. This one is actually kind of fucking funny. On my empty house tour, I'm actually gonna like this. It says, these last 2 montage films. Wow. Thank you so much for calling my videos a montage film. Have really reminded me of all the ups and downs and changes you shared with us, Annalise. It prompted me to watch a couple of your old films again. God, I love being a filmmaker. Can you believe it? And I clicked on the bikini haul. Girl, I forgot how freaking funny you can be, and pretty mad too. Good mad, funny mad. You know what mad. More comedy, yo. It's actually pretty rare when a hot girl can actually do proper make you laugh out loud funnies. Anyways, hope you're well, gorgeous. Keep the vibes high. Peace. That's a funny comment. I'm trying to think, if it was a bikini haul, why was it funny? This one's interesting. Dyslexia caused me to miss out on every opportunity to lose my virginity. That was a comment on, I lost my virginity at Mormon camp when I was 12. Probably 5 years old. Yes, this was another one of my videos where I was telling a bunch of different stories of things that happened in high school. Dyslexia caused me to miss out on every opportunity to lose my virginity. Please explain that one. I like reading the people that are fighting in my comments. I mean, I don't like it, but it's definitely entertaining. My mom is always a nudist and many times caught me masturbating, and once when I was 13, she taught me how to masturbate myself. Okay, I think we need to stop. I don't know if I reached 10, but I think we need to stop. Oh, someone said, I want to know if your moon is in Taurus. But it's not, it's actually in Gemini. Okay, so we're gonna end those because it's just a place that we don't like to go very often, okay? That's not true. YouTube comments are actually 99% of the time so fucking nice and insightful, on my personal vlog channel. We'll do one more, maybe 2 if it's a quick one. And I know this is gonna be a short episode, I apologize. Oh, I need to look at the advice or the questions actually. But I'm sure this is gonna be a shorter episode, but I just don't have it in me today. Last time you had sex and where? Sunday morning, early, probably around 6 a.m. and I was in Vegas. And actually the last time I was actually in a shower, right? Yeah, the day before yesterday in Vegas. Well, that was a short one. Read a random note on your phone. I kind of did that last week when I talked about all my ex. Also, I knew I was right about the looking up at girls while a guy's eating them out. Every guy was like, you're wrong. Girls love this. I always do it. no joke, because I posted a clip of that on my TikTok, and all of the comments from men were like, you don't fucking know shit, this is why you don't get eaten out, girls love it when you make eye contact. And all of the girls were like, no, I don't want them to look at me. Like, no one wants a man to look at them when they're eating them out. And I was like, okay, men, I think the point of me saying this is so that you can learn, and if you're just gonna argue with me, go fucking ahead. I'm just trying to help you. Help me help you. What was the oh, read a random note on my phone. Well, there are so many. How do I even pick a random one? I even have like a bunch of folders. I have a note from 2020, December 14th, 2020, and it looks like I was about to start a list, but there's only one thing on the list. I will screenshot this for you. Looks like I was about to list something. It's also at 2:04 p.m., so like not even really a weird time, like a very normal time, and it just says fondue fountain of lube, and it's in my OnlyFans folder, which that is the only note in this folder. Fondue fountain of lube. What are you dipping in it? So that's weird. That is actually so disgusting. Oh my god, sorry, I just opened my Instagram and I have a DM from, what the fuck, dog? There are very few people that I get shocked by when I get like a DM from them, but I just had one of those moments where it shocked me. Damn. Okay, let me switch over to my burner account, which is not a burner account, it's the podcast account. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. Tangent Telephone on Instagram, and I believe it's Tangent Phone on Twitter. Wow, actually a lot of responses. None of these are really like advice questions. They're all personal questions toward me, and I don't really want to do that right now. I definitely could have been more clear on the story. I don't want to do like a Q&A of shit about me and questions about my life right now. So by next week, I will have the phone number set up. Probably, I mean, it'll be before next week, so I'll post on the YouTube community and on the Instagram and the Twitter, wherever the fuck else, I don't know. I'll post the number, and I'll probably like put it in the bio of the Instagram so that you can call and leave a voicemail, and you can tell a crazy story, you can ask an advice question, you can sing me a fucking song, and we will maybe listen to it and respond to it. I know this was a short one. They can't all be bangers, okay? I hope you're having a lovely week. I hope you're doing better than I am. That shouldn't be too difficult. Remember the Amanda show, how she would end every episode saying something like so fucking weird, like, I gotta go blow dry my screwdriver's hair. I gotta go tie a piece of cheese to my dentist's foot. Bye. Like, she would literally end the episode saying like the weirdest fucking shit. I'm not gonna do that, but do you remember? Guys, it's almost my birthday, and I'm not very happy about it. Well,